Hey, it's Tika at Medium Maintenance. Thanks for tuning into my channel. Today I wanted to finally just talk a little bit about me and my natural hair. So I have been natural for pretty much exactly a month, give or take a few days. I big chopped on January 3rd, sort of unexpectedly. After transitioning for 10 months. And I'm really happy I did it, though I'm really shocked by how short my hair is. As I've mentioned in some of my recent videos, my hair is about 3.5 to 4 inches long all over. And that's a big adjustment. I mean, my hair wasn't super duper long when it was relaxed, but it was, around here. And it was a lot more to work with as far as styles. And so getting used to not having that styling option is a struggle, but I'm very happy that I did it. So I want to start off with just a brief overview of my transition. I decided to transition for the second time. I have never been natural as an adult or anything, but this was my second attempt at transitioning. I did a 3 or 4 month stint, which really ended up just being a big relaxer stretch. And the reason why is because I was thinking of it more like a relaxer stretch than a real I'm going natural sort of thing. I was thinking, well, all I have to do to go natural is not relax my hair, so I can just, keep on not relaxing, see what happens. But this time I was very dedicated, and I was like, no, the only way that this transition is ending is with a big chop or some sort of chop, cutting my hair off with me having natural hair. There's no way that this is ending with a relaxer. So I went through with it, and thank you to the lots of support that I got from my boyfriend. We started dating about midway through my transition, and he was just really, really supportive. I don't know how much he actually cares about hair, but he was really, really supportive about my decision to go natural. And at some point, about a couple of weeks before I actually did the big chop, he was just like, just cut it off, just cut it off. And I was like, no, my hair's gonna be too short. Like, I can see, when I wash it, how much hair I have, and it's just not enough hair. What am I gonna do with such short hair? And I just was not down for it. But he just was like, you're going through so much trouble. I was spending so much of my time that we were together, like, doing my hair, and I was wearing wigs a lot because I couldn't deal with my hair anymore and still feel cute. I couldn't wear it straight, and I couldn't keep it curly, so there just was no real good in between with styling there. So one day I got really curious about my hair texture, and I just started chopping little random pieces of my hair and putting gel on them to see how they would curl up. And so I cut off a little piece and I put some gel on it. It started curling up, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is so cute. I thought that I had some crazy nappy hair, and no, it's all curly and stuff. And so then I was like, but maybe this is a fluke, maybe this is just one section. So then I cut another section, and all of these sections were honestly hideable. Like, I did not have to big chop that day because they were small and hideable. But I was like, oh, these curls are so cute. That's so great. And then I called my mom, and I was like, Mom, I'm cutting my hair, and I really, really think that my curls are cute. I kind of feel like I want to cut it today, but no, I can't, because, it's crazy. And she's like, you just might as well do it. You're going to do it eventually. Just, do it. So she offered for me to come over, so I went over to her house, and I cut, as much as I could, and then she did the back. And about halfway through, I was like, what am I doing? And it was late at night, and my boyfriend was not answering his phone, not answering my text. And I was like, I need text support right now. And so I was just angry, and I was like, oh, and now I have to go home and do a twist out because my hair is all crazy, and it was not curly like I saw it when I was gelling stuff up. So I was just like, oh my God, have I made a mistake? Is this terrible? But I did a twist out, and I went to work the next day, and people were like, oh my gosh, I like your hair. But I had so many straight ends that I ended up going to the salon and getting it recut so that I could have twists that lock, because my whole thing about, like, one of my whole things about going natural is I was just looking forward to the day when I would do a twist on my hair and it would lock up and I wouldn't have to use like anything to secure the bottom of it. And that wasn't happening because I had a lot of straight ends, but I was too scared to cut more because I didn't want to end up, I wanted to retain as much length as possible. So, you know, I went to the salon and I got it all done up, and, you know, that was that. And so I still feel like my hair is really short, but it's finally starting to look like me in the mirror. I definitely had a moment every day looking in the mirror, like, for a couple weeks, where I was just like, who is this person? I don't know what this short-haired thing is. And it's finally starting to feel like me. And I don't regret doing what I did, which is big chopping. I do have enough hair to do a little bit of a styling. I'll just turn around and show you the style that I have today. It's a flat twist style. It's my first protective style that I've done on my hair. Yeah, and so it's just a couple of flat twists going to the back, and then in the back, in the very, very center, there are just 2-strand twists, and then on the top, I 2-strand twisted most of this, but I'm just wearing it as like a little pompadour type thing. And then on the weekend, I'll take out all of this and make like a big frohawk, and I really like that style. So I probably will be doing this a lot because I was doing wash and goes or twist outs a lot, and honestly twist outs are not working out for me because my hair gets really frizzy when I separate the twists on twist outs. So they're good for like puffs, but they're not good for outs. And my wash and goes, I do like them, but they take forever to dry, so I really feel like I can't do them at night. And I was using heat on my hair. Like, my whole thing was, oh, I'm gonna go natural, I'm not gonna use heat on my hair, because no naturals use heat on their hair, right? But then my hair wasn't drying, and I can't go to sleep with wet hair, so I ended up having to dry them, and I was worried my twists wouldn't dry in time. So, but talking about wash and goes brings me to the issue of texture and hair typing. So, let's just talk about the mental Olympics you go through trying to think about your hair type and hair texture when you are transitioning and thinking about going natural. So of course, most people, let's get real, most people are hoping for, at worst, 4A hair. Probably hoping for 3C hair. They want the curls and the waves, they want the S curls, they don't want the nappy, super duper duper coily hair. For the most part, that's what's on your wish list when you're going natural. And I was definitely one of those people. I was very much afraid of going natural because of what type of hair I would have. But I was like, oh, you know, I look like I'd have a loose texture, right? So I might. And then once I started transitioning, at some point, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely like 4A. I have like a little bit of a curl pattern, whatever. And then, you know, later and later, I was like, oh, I don't know, maybe I'm more like 4B. This curl pattern's like, you know, I never have defined curls when I wash my hair. Then came big chop day when I started chopping off pieces, and I was like, oh, maybe I am 4A after all. But you know what? That is just the gel devil telling me lies, because there's no way I'm 4A. I'm probably 4C. If you even want to follow the Andre Walker hair typing system. I kind of prefer the LOIS system, and I'll try to find a good link to put down in the description bar about the LOIS system, which I also read about in The Science of Black Hair, which is a great book, and you should pick it up if you are interested in natural hair care, or just black hair care in general. Just because I think that the LOIS system is more descriptive about hair. So with the LOIS system, it takes into account your curl pattern, it takes into account your texture of your hair, and it takes into account the density of your strands, so whether you have fine, medium, or thick hair. And I think that that is actually way more useful, but since it's not really in popular usage, it's not as useful for... So my feelings on hair typing are this. I find it both really useful and really limiting. So the problem is, like, if there's any way of categorizing anything, there's always going to end up being a bad way and a good way, a bad type and a good type, you know, and that's a problem that you're going to run into. I think that hair typing, for people who fit very squarely and very neatly into certain hair types, like people who are pretty much like the prototype of 4A, the prototype of 4B, the prototype of 4C, on and on and on, it's very, very helpful, because you can say, like, oh, you have my exact same texture. I still don't know that I found anybody who has my exact same texture, and hopefully soon I can make a video showing my texture, because I feel like I have a lot of different things going on. All of us, most of us, I guess I shouldn't say all of us, because people like Candid Ann seem to have, who's a YouTuber, seem to have one texture all over, but most people I know have more than one texture on their head at once. And so, like, here I have like 4C sort of hair. Up here, I'm not sure whether it's heat damage or if I just have like this weird loose, super loose texture. Like right in the top here, I have like some 3C, 4A stuff going on, and I don't even know. But I don't know if I'm 4C or not, because with gel, I mean a lot of gel and shingling, my hair does curl. Those curls are super tiny, pin spring or smaller, and my shed hairs often form complete round, like tiny, tiny, tiny complete circles. And if I have a picture of that, I will also add that in. So I don't really know what I am. I know that I don't have a problem with my texture. Of course, it would make things a lot easier if I had a more defined curl pattern, because I wouldn't have to work so hard for wash and goes, and I would probably think of wash and goes as a more viable style for all the time. But you know, it's I don't feel like I can shake and go. There's no shake and go with my TWA. In terms of how I like it to look. And I've honestly been really afraid to just wear it without styling it, just putting a little product in it and going. I've been very afraid of that, because my hair shrinks up a lot. Like, even though I have 3 to 4 inches of hair, it shrinks up to like 1 inch. So I'm scared of tangling, and I just don't really like that look. Like, I think I would like the picked out fro look, but I don't like the shrunken fro look. So I think most people feel the same way that I do about that when they have the choice, so I guess I shouldn't feel guilty about that. But anyway, so I've been natural for a month, and I haven't gotten any negative feedback at all. My boyfriend loves it, and you know, he says, oh, you're even more beautiful now than you were before, and you're all natural, and it's great. And my mom likes it. I mean, she's not feeling inspired to go natural herself, but I think she likes it. And all my coworkers are like, oh, your hair looks so cool. So I think everybody who's said anything has had nothing but positive things to say. Who knows what people are thinking as far as negative, and I don't really care. As far as what I feel, I am very, very glad that I went natural, because you know, it's something I've been working towards and wanting to do. It came about from my healthy hair journey, and I think like this is just the next step in my healthy hair journey. And honestly, the length is the only thing that I'm upset about. My texture is my texture. It's fine. It's workable. You know, after dealing with it to some degree during my transition, it's not really an issue. But to be honest, like, this length is not happening for me. I need more hair. I want big hair, and I want it now. And I know that I can't get it, but I want it. And honestly, I'm really wrecked by this fear that I'm gonna mess it up, and I'm gonna be stuck at this hair length forever, because the breakage, you know, I'm gonna find out this just my hair loves to break. It's not that the relaxer was ruining my hair like I thought. It's that my hair just loves to break, and then when I want to be so screwed, I cut off all this hair for no reason. And now I'm gonna have short hair forever. So I know that I just need to calm down and sort of make sure that I do what I need to do, and keep obsessively watching YouTube, and keep track of my progress, and keep accountable with you guys on healthy hair practices, and I'll be good. So thank you for joining me on this journey. This is just month 1. I hope to be with you guys for many more months, and I definitely know that I'll be sticking with my natural hair for the foreseeable future. And I'll let you guys know what I'm doing, and I'll keep coming up with the videos that I think will be helpful. So thanks so much for watching.